Okay, Capricorn. We're all here. You're here. I'm here. The cards are here. Do-it-yourself cards. Some tarot cards. Pre-shuffled. My 3D, 5D pieces here. Yeah, I did it all off camera because it's just quicker for everybody. Can't trust your tarot reader. Who can you trust, right? Right. So it's a cool reading here. Very interesting. I mean, the main thing that pops out to me is we have two kings. King of Pentacles, that's Snail with the crown, and the King of Wands. I thought of him as Zeus and Jupiter, the god of the skies, and the clouds, of course. You might hear the rain right now, in fact. We're expecting a really big storm in the northeast of the United States. Here it's going to hit New York City pretty hard, Connecticut, place I grew up. Got a lot of family up there. Hope everybody's good and prepared. I hate flooding. I have problems here at the warehouse with that. So I'm kind of preparing right now, moving stuff around, getting out the wet vac. I don't know. You do what you can. That might be something for you to think about, preparation. I see some going on here with the Hangman, even though he's in reverse. This is the Hangman in reverse. Sim upright. He's got that big sun behind him because he's gaining illumination, clarity. That's why he's doing this. He's hanging on just by his toes there. Look at that. He's not tied on there or anything. Do you notice those birds? They're messages. He wants messages. That's the whole point. And if you look at the landscape in the back, it's very flat. Only a couple little bumps. So, it seems like he's in the right road. The only thing is, it's in reverse here. Next to that, Four of Wands. There's a lot of fire here, actually. Because the King of Wands, obviously, that's fire. That's Leo, predominantly. Four of Wands, beautiful foundation. Some people call it the Twin Flame card because it has that 1-1 and 1-1. In the center, Ten of Swords, Gemini. Stabbed in the back. In this case, stabbed in the front. You knew it was them. But you didn't expect them to do it because you knew them. You thought they were good. You thought they were your friend or your lover or your family. Didn't stop them. It's only 3 left, so it's almost over. King of Pentacles, the Snail. It is slow. Pentacles are slow. So I don't know. Banging heads. Could be. These court pieces are supposed to be real people in your life. Father, father-in-law. Maybe you just met somebody and their father is in the equation. Could be a father figure and a boss. Could be a lot of combinations of things. Could be same sex. The only cups we have so far is the Hangman because that's Pisces and Cancer. So it's kind of like a little of everything here. All the elements. Oh my God, I had to stop the camera. Some of that rain noise was drowning out the food I was cooking. Making aiolio and it was almost burnt. I saved it though, just in time. One of my mother's favorite dishes, mine too. You know, we add a little anchovy to that, makes it great. So, I'm not really here to teach you tarot or anything. I like to go over them because some people like to know what what these pieces are. Well, I have to explain these because you might not be able to tell. But even the cards, So I just go into the story how I see it. Well, we have to go with the major arcana first, and that's the Hangman. Hangman here is in reverse. Hangman's so interesting. And this card, I really like this card. I want to put it over here for a second. Yeah, tarot's interesting. It really is. I mean, it's a vehicle. I'm not here to tell you what to do. The cards really aren't telling you what to do. It's just like it brings up subjects that could be impacting our lives at this time. And there's always a little magic involved. because it does seem to be serendipitous many times. Pretty much every day for me. The hangman, that's like going into the woodshed. Musicians, they go into the woodshed to practice their asses off, to practice really hard to get to the next level. They're looking for answers. They're looking for breakthroughs. And, you know, you look at the hangman, he can't do much with his hands. He's up in the air. His foot's holding him up, so he's mostly left with his head. Him or her, of course. So that makes him free to think better, right? His head's free. It's interesting, too, if you think the medical thing, they say that when the blood rushes to your head, when you're in a position like this, it's actually beneficial. And what's all this about? This is about gaining gifts, gaining mystical gifts by looking at things differently. A lot of times, though, it can involve dark night of the soul. Very painful ordeal to go through. Twin flames know all about that. And Capricorn, you guys, you have devil as your major arcana. And right next to that is the tower. So all these things follow in tarot. I mean, if the devil's the dark side, is the tower God? Is that the light side? However you look at this, though, it's pretty much about being stuck. You're not really going anywhere in this predicament. It can actually even be selfish to go off on your own and not worry about what everybody else is dealing with. They might need help, and you're hanging from a tree upside down. I mean, detachment can be good. Sometimes not so good. Yeah, and this is about Neptune. We have Neptune, which is the waters, god of water. And then we have Zeus here, god of the skies. So what's that about? And then if you look around, we have the 5D and the card back here. 5DT getting messages. And that's what this hangman's all about. It's the whole idea, really. In our heads, we're getting the message through this. Got the message very clear. Somebody betrayed us, period. They lied, they cheated, whatever they did. They didn't care about anybody else when they did it, and they just did the worst. At least something bad enough to put you in a very painful place. We got this painful situation. We got the hangman in reverse. That's painful. So these kings, sometimes when you say kings together, you think of them as advice, going to different people you know to get advice for whatever's going on. We also have our ancestors here in those do-it-yourself cards. We do have pentacles, so you could have got stabbed in the back over money. Those $3 signs back there. And it's funny, these cards, these do-it-yourself cards, they almost always have some kind of advice. And here it's saying, go to your ancestors, go to the 5D to get your answers, and that's the way to heal. The hangman's about healing. After you go through this 10 of swords, definitely time to heal. And what's the goal? Thought we had the 4 of Wands here. Yes, we do. This is interesting too. I didn't know this. So we had the 4 of Wands here. The one that's upright, you can see. I just covered it up with the hangman. I took the hangman off. But next to that over here is the 3 of Wands. So it looks like we're progressing. We're breaking out of that waiting, which is the 3 of Wands. The hangman waiting, learning. We got the healing. I think we're moving through it. We got the 10, that's culmination. And the 4 of Wands, that's our goal. I mean, that's a divine union. That can be definitely a wedding, engagement, celebration too. It's a wonderful, wonderful energy there. That's what we all want. That's a nice reading, actually. Very mature, like real life. You have bad times, what do? You gotta have your toolbox. Pull out what you need to get yourself back on track, get your healing going. And on the other side, you get your karma, you get your good karma for doing the work, and you get this 4 of Wands here. All right, I think I'm going to go on the other side of the table and get us a Moonology card. Got the full moon happening. Very powerful this month. So I'll be right. I'm going to pause 1 second, be right back. That food smells so good, but I won't rush. Have to be disciplined. I've been cooking for myself from the first day I left home. Call my mother, ask her recipes. Because when I lived there, she never really let us in the kitchen. It's kind of small, and that was her domain, you know? I get it. I don't like people under my feet when I'm cooking. So, I don't know. What are we going to do here? I do want to tell you this. I have 3 more decks on the side here. Wands, another king. King of Wands in reverse. The star in reverse. That's our hopes and wishes. So I would make 3 kings. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, that's in reverse. And the other one was the 9 of Pentacles. This lady here, she's got it all, except that 1 pentacle. She might need love, that last pentacle, that last thing. Right now, she's good. She's independent, and she's happy too. She might even be showing off a little bit. That's more pentacles. Yeah, if you look at everything here, there's not that many cups. So I don't know if I'd call this a love reading. Could be anything. Could be a family squabble with a father figure, a boss. Got all these pentacles. Could be work. But we do have our ancestors, and there are ancestors. Ones we've known, ones we don't know. For some reason they watch over us. It might have been their favorite nephew or, you know, second, third nephew, grandsons, I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? And I didn't mention this one very, very important card. Blessed or blessed. I know I kind of wrote it weird, right? Looks like a note too. We're blessed. We're all blessed. We have to remember, no matter what. Going through a hard time like this, it's the time you really need to give thanks. Instead of getting mad over it, asking for favors all the time. Thankful for what we have. All right, we're going to get a Moonology card. Here's the book. I do shuffle everything, but I'll warm these up a little. Yeah, it could be all kind of things. Like if this were my reading, and I do have Capricorn in 2 spots. First of all, I'm a cusper, real close, and it's my North Node. So I definitely have that. And sometimes, you know, Capricorn definitely resonates with me. So I do watch it. I recommend you watch yours. If you have, if you're a cusper or Venus, the moon. Like in my family, if I read this for me, I'd say my ancestors are reminding me that we almost have like this karmic pattern that goes through our family where there's big fights and people don't talk to each other for years. And that's what this could be, because the hangman in reverse could be somebody that don't want to talk to anybody. They're not going to talk to anybody. Went off on their own. They might not come back. We don't know. And then you got this King of Pentacles, very slow. If somebody does come back, it could take a while. But you're not sure because the other one's the King of Wands, which is fast, the super fast opposite energy. Whatever it was, somebody was being a jerk here. This 10 of Swords. And I invite you all to come up with your own interpretations. You have to do it. I look at it like, go to a museum, confront a big abstract painting. What does it mean to you? Could mean something totally different to you than the person you went with. All right, we got one. Same with Tierra. All right, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? It's exciting. New moon in Virgo. Virgo, wait a minute. Virgo's going to start tomorrow. Virgo season. I think we have Virgo here too. Yeah, I think this king might be Virgo. Yeah. So these are all signs that this is a good reading. This is speaking to you. So pay attention. These were given to you. These are gifts. These messages. They're speaking to you. It's pretty obvious. Very lucky. I've been feeling blessed lately, like this card says, that my guides are with me. spirits with me, because each reading has very strong ties to the sign I'm reading for. All right, we're going to look this up. What does it say? A time to give rather than take. That's so funny. I was just saying about, wow. Well, actually, what was I saying? I was saying give thanks. All right, let's read this. These are in order in the book. I'll show it to you. Here it is. I found it. Here, you can take a screenshot. The rain's getting stronger. Okay. Time to give rather than take. New Moon in Virgo. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make the restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. Add these to your routine now, however you've been feeling. The situation is blocked at the moment. It could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. It sounds like that Kennedy quote. Tune to the moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Great advice. Additional meanings for this card. Gradual improvements are coming. See, that's this pentacle energy. It's gradual, sorry to say, but it's coming, so remember that. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. Love and money. Yes, be of service to others. The person you're asking about is reliable. That's great. I see a lot of threads here. I mean, it's talking about take the time to take stock of your situation. That's the Hangman. A restart comes after this 10 here. That's the restart. Health could be the Pentacles. Maybe that's the Doctor right here. King could be a Doctor. Overanalyzing things definitely could have been this 10 here. Because swords are all about what's in your head. Talk about being stuck in your head with all those swords. Oh my God. It's a lot of pain. So you got to let that go. And how do we do that? We do that by healing. How do we heal? We focus on others. We eat well. Take care of ourselves. And when we do, the love and money will come with this Four of Wands. I think it's beautiful. I think you got a great reading here. Sorry you're having troubles now or you just recently went through them. Could be the near future. Hopefully not. Looks like this means you've been through it already. I kind of resonate with this reading. I'm going to read this Moonology page again. All right. Capricorn, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. I'm really close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help out, that'd be great. The word is after you hit 1,000 that YouTube actually starts showing your videos, on the search engine and stuff like that. So that would help get the word out. Just trying to put out some positive vibes, things to think about, things to talk about. Sometimes you can go to your friends to talk, sometimes you come here. All right, thanks again. Love you all.